my dears, it's Olga today with you, and recently I was making one post in Instagram about Soviet Union moral values, because that is something that always people are writing me about, and I'm wondering if these people at all know something about Soviet Union from their own experience, or did they just talk with some people who told them these ideas, or they're just victims of propaganda or so. But I see that this topic was quite interesting. There was a lot of discussions, so I decided to make one video dedicated to that, and maybe in video I can explain a little bit more, and also some people can understand the things a little bit better. What's the point of my video? That I hear that many guys, very often they write me that, you know, in Soviet Union the values, the moral values, the family values are so much high, and it's really nice to find people who really respect some Soviet rules or something. And it's as I told you, it's really making me wonder, because now I will tell you exactly what was the official moral rules in Soviet Union. First of all, let's not forget that we are Ukrainians, if you are talking about Ukraine in general. So Ukrainians as a nation, they always was respecting family and parents. They want to have a lot of kids, and they was very hardworking people since, I don't know, since a very long time, since centuries. So for sure, even when these people was living under Soviet Union, they was keeping these values. But it doesn't mean that these values was related to Soviet Union exactly. It was just something which they still keep with themselves. But let's talk what was the values in the Soviet Union exactly. Number one, family means nothing, and you cannot put your own interest or your family interest on top of interest of society. That was a very big scene, and actually there was a lot of stories which Soviet Union was teaching kids, how a son, he can trade his father, and he can tell about everything to government. If his dad steals something, for example, something small, it's not something like he's killing people or something, no, or if he's not doing something in his work good, or he was sitting at home and he was telling, you know, I don't like our government, you must go and report to the government that your dad, he don't like government, he say something bad, so they can take him in the middle of night and go and kill him somewhere. And that was very normal. It was a very noble story. So for sure not everybody was following such crazy things, but it was something very noble. So if you can take the interest of society on top of your own family interest, that was very great, and that was one of the most important things. Second idea was that you cannot want to try to build your career, because that was something very bad, and there was even a special word which you can translate something like career builder, and that was like, you know, something very offensive. Even if somebody want to call you career builder, that is something very bad, and you need for sure say no way, I don't want to build my career at all. Because yes, if you want to build your career, it means that you want to be more smart than others, you are thinking in different way than others, and you want to maybe to take the place of your manager at work or something. So actually that was very bad, and nobody was really welcoming people at all who try to build their career. The next very interesting point was that if you want to have any initiative at work, this is actually very bad. It means, you know, so for example, you come to your manager and you said, you know, I want to do like this one, or I want to do, or I have some new invention, or I have some new ideas. Then your manager would first, what he would think, what, you are trying to build your career or what? Maybe you want to take my place, maybe something else, maybe if not me, now you will go to somebody higher, who is higher on top of me, on top of this manager, and you will try to take his place or something. So whatever at all you try to show that you are more smart, you have some initiative, you have some passion to do something, that was very bad actually, and it wasn't having any support from anybody, and always people was looking to such a person in a bad way, and that wasn't something that you really won't try to do in Soviet Union to have, because you would not have better salary, you would not have any bonuses, you would not have anything. But that's very weird. Why at all you have any initiative and what you want to reach at the end? Another point, think different, as Apple motto right now. Thinking different, it was actually not just bad or not nice, that was almost a crime, you know. So there was also the name of the person, the specific noun, the person who think different, different thinker, let's say like that. And that was something very crazy. You cannot at all think in different way like society. You must exactly not show any initiative. You don't need to show that you can have a different opinion. Your opinion must be same like society opinion. Otherwise, that was really something very bad, and you can have a huge trouble. Not just that somebody will kick you out from work, but you can really go to prison, even with if you will really think in a very different way. Many people also saying that, you know, Ukrainians, they don't smile a lot, people always are very serious and so on. This is exactly the Soviet Union legacy, because smiling without any reason, it's very weird, you know. All people in service, for example, in service field, they was always very rude, and if you want to come to any restaurant or shop or whatever, and you are coming to spend money actually, right, but always the relation to you from the seller was very rude, like what you want. You know, oh, I want to buy I don't know, this kind of furniture. Okay, this is it is, go to hell. Maybe you have another color. What you want another color? I don't want to serve you at all. Go out. And yes, how you dare to ask anything like that? It's not exactly in this kind of dialogue, but actually there was a lot of reasons for that, because in Soviet Union most of the things was not available actually. And if you want to buy any kind of normal things like TV, furniture, carpet, kitchen table, whatever you want to buy, you cannot just come to shop and buy, because that was not available. So for example, as I know, if you want to buy TV, you need to subscribe for the press subscription. So you need to subscribe and say that I want to buy a TV, and maybe after 1 or 2 years this TV will come for sale, and after 2 years, for example, you can come and buy it. And it was always like that. Or it was always appreciated to have some connections, to give some bribes, to have some connections, to cheat, to do something like that. So yes, maybe you can catch TV or carpet or whatever at all available. So you will for sure pay money for it. It was not for free, but at least it will be available for you at all. Also, many guys, they was writing me in Facebook and in social media that in Soviet Union you can have apartment for free, you can have education for free, how they were supporting family, that you can, for example, if you're going to maternity leave, they give you some money and so on. Then, for example, about apartments, that guys were saying that in Soviet Union everybody can get apartment. Actually, in Soviet Union you cannot buy apartment at all. If nowadays in Ukraine you are working, you are making good money, you can just go and buy yourself apartment. In Soviet Union it wasn't possible, so all apartments was for free. But you need to wait something like 20 years. And some guys ask me, okay, so this 20 years where these people was living? And this is a great question, where these people was living. So they can live with the parents, if parents got apartment after 20 years already, so they can take one room and live. If their parents is not there at all, because Soviet Union also they was carrying to distribute people all over the Soviet Union to break any family connections. They was having a room in dormitory. And that's all what they had. You have room in dormitory, and yes, you are most welcome. You like this room, you are most welcome. If you don't like, go live whatever you want, but yeah, this is what we have. So yeah, after 20 years for sure people was receiving apartments. But how they was living before all these years, nobody is considering. Also, I think that there was no washing machines, microwaves, diapers for kids, for example, any kind of even toilet paper. Most of these things was not available at all, because Soviet Union, they always was thinking about war, and they was always trying to scare all the people, but that it's going to happen war between the Soviet Union and United States, about this Cold War, I mean, and it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So we all need to think about war, how you can think about diapers, how you can think about some toilet paper, how you can think about anything like that. This is totally not important if tomorrow the war will start it. And all people, they was living like this till Soviet Union fall down, actually, because when Soviet Union fall down, people get so much crazy about everything. So yes, you can imagine that if woman, for example, was living in such conditions, and cosmetics is not available, clothes most is not available, so, or you have something stupid, because once you come in, as I told you, to service field, to any shop, they say go to hell, this is what we have, you like this size, you don't like this size, you don't like this, go and don't wear anything. So most of people was making clothes by themselves, if they can make something. For kids toys, as I know, they was spreading the things through generations, because while you are born in a kid, again, nothing was available. So yes, everybody was sending through the whole Soviet Union to people all the things, whatever they can catch, they was just buying and taking, and that's all. So this is how was the life in Soviet Union. It's not everything about that, but if you have some people who was living in Soviet Union, and they said for sure it was much better because we can have everything, or I don't know, I will tell you in reality, if you will think about all that in Soviet Union it was for sure better for some people, for people who don't want to build career, who don't like to be initiative, who is not entrepreneurs in their personality. So they just like these people who they just like to do some work, you know, so they just like to come to the factory and work and receive their salary, or they don't like to work at all, and they just like in Soviet Union the idea that you work, you don't work, you always come in the end of the month, you receive your salary, they give you apartment even after 20, okay, if not apartment, they will give you room in dormitory, they will give you something, and that's all. You don't really need to do anything. Nowadays in Ukraine, for sure, if you are working, you have everything. You can have a great car, you can have a great huge apartment, you can travel abroad, whatever you want. You can have everything actually, and you can live much better than any other person abroad even. But this is if you are very initiative and passionate to do something. But again, if you're not initiative, if you are not passionate, if you are not doing anything, and you don't want to care about anything at all, you are just lazy guy, let's say like that, and you just don't want to do anything, for sure such people will miss Soviet Union so much, because in Soviet Union nobody was caring about anything. So that's the things how it was in Soviet Union, and for sure there is so many things to talk about. I will try to respond to some people in comments if they will write something, so also go to comments and read about the things. But in general, yes, don't think that moral rules in Soviet Union it was something good, or it was something nice, and people was much better, or they was respecting families much better. No, it doesn't depend really from Soviet Union, it depends from Ukrainians and family values. This is what we really have, and this is what we really like. But yes, anyway, it's already long video, so I hope that in this video I give you some interesting information. So I'm waiting for your comments, I'm waiting for your ideas, and love you all.